Hey everyone, I have a stash of yarn that I'm going to show, and a lot of it is in that chest down there, and I got a lot of goodies in there, so I'm going to show you what I have. Let me focus in. I may have to pull my camera up just a little bit. Good. So, what you're seeing right now is kind of pretty much a stash of yarn here, right there. Okay. I've been to many hobby stores. Well, I go to Hobby Lobby, and I've been to Michael's, and I get a lot of my yarn at Walmart. So that's pretty much where I've gotten all my yarn. I've looked a couple other places, but didn't successfully find any yarn. But I find a lot of Red Heart brand yarn, and then when I went to Michael's, I found some other that's kind of like Red Heart. It's cheaper. This one is like a Craft Smart yarn value. I don't know if you can see it there. I'm trying to look at the LED thing here so I can see what I'm doing. And then, so I have this. This is a very bright red, and it looks may look orange in the lens, but it's actually a very bright concentrated red. Yeah. This one is kind of a fuchsia. Now this one is, well actually, yeah, it's called fuchsia, and I really like that. I can make that for like little girls' hats, or anybody who just likes a fuchsia colored hat or a scarf. Of course, I've got some solid black. I think this is the same brand as the Value Craft Smart that I got at Michael's. And I've got some black in the Red Heart. I've got some Red Heart. This is a brown color. You can't see it, but it's brown. Let me see if I can focus. Red Heart Super Saver, and this is, well, okay, it's actually called coffee, but it's like a dark brown, very dark brown. Well, I guess I'd say medium, very medium brown. Very. It looks darker in the camera. Seeing, anybody need blue? You've got blue Red Heart yarn for making blue stuff with blue. And let's see, it's called, it says Royal, and then it says Real, whatever, Royal and Real. I don't know, it looks like it's blue, maybe kind of a royal blue is what they mean. Oh, let's see this. This is Red Heart Super Saver. I always love the little cream color with the specks in it. I think that's really neat. That one's called Aaron Fleck, something like that. Got it. I think I got it at. I've gotten some Red Heart at Michael's and some Red Heart at Walmart, but I don't know if I've gotten any Red Heart at Hobby Lobby. I don't know if they have Red Heart at Hobby Lobby. Maybe. Let's see. Picked up a little gray of Red Heart. You always need some of those basic colors that go just about with everything. Gray, black, and white always go with everything. And yeah, this one's called Gray Heather. So it's sort of a gray, and it's got a little bit of a. It's not all solid gray. It sort of varies. And I think it's actually a little bit lighter when you get in the light like that. Anyway. Here's some leftover color. I think this was called a rose, a royal rose, or a antique rose. I'm not sure what it was called. It's lighter than antique rose though. I've used this on helping make a scarf for my niece. And I also used some light pink that had some glitter color in it, shimmery. It's somewhere in a bag because there's just a little left. So it's like it goes with my remnants of yarn that I use, scraps. But I've used a lot of it to make, in combination, to make the girl's hat. And then I've got some down here on the bottom. Oh my gosh. Some of these colors value, you know, they're mixed. Like, it's got like a green. It's a weird kind of green, a green gray, and a black, and a blue, and a light blue colors in it. And that's part of it. Same brand, Skeins. Oh, I'm messing this up, but I don't care. I'm going to just show you this stuff. Here's some. It looks like a mixture of like colors for little kids or something. It's got like a bluish and a bubblegum pink color and a light purple, medium purple. I guess it's a light blue. I don't know. But it makes you think of like lollipops or something. Swirly pops. That's pretty cool though. I get some more light in here, but by the end of the afternoon or mid-afternoon, it seems like that a lot of the sunlight leaves this room. It goes toward the west. The other opposite for the camera. Okay, so I have some Red Heart Boutique. It's a little bit more expensive quality stuff, yarn, and I really like the way it's made. I look forward to me making some kind of scarf or shawl for it. I got 2 of those. I'll have to make something kind of small, but I really like those a lot. It's really hard to get this thing where I'm not at an angle. I'm really in a very awkward position right now down here squatting on the floor trying to show the yarn. Okay. I've got some leftover of this, which is sort of a, oh, I can't get any light here. It's like dark colors to mix together, maroon, like a really dark brown maroon or something. It's kind of, oh, there you go, there's some light. So you can kind of see it like that. I need to focus and move the string out of my way so I can see my screen here. My little LED screen so I know what I'm... Okay, there we go. So it sort of looks like that. And I know it's hard, it's not really in focus. See, there's some purple Red Heart. I've used a little bit of that so far, I believe. So that's nice to use, have purple. Hey, I could make like a blue hat and purple rim or vice versa. This is one I got, I think I got this at Hobby Lobby. I really like it, but I've mainly been using this to practice new stitches. Well, actually what I'm doing right now is loom knitting. I'm not doing any actual crocheting or knitting with needles because it's so hard. And I remember I bought a crochet needle set, or whatever you call them, the crochet hook set. And I got very impatient trying to learn how to just crochet, you know, randomly or with this hard pattern. I can't really work that way, so in a minute I'll show the looms that I got. Let's see. Oh, and I got this color. I don't know. It's funny, I got in the line at Walmart and I'm like, why did I get this color? I can't remember why I got this color. It is like a very, very light pastel purple, sort of. No, it's called Orchid. But it's actually like, it is like a pastel purple. And it might be able to use that to make something light for like a baby or something like that. One of my favorite colors in the world is burgundy. It's kind of a burgundy. It's actually attached to a loom right now. It is like a project I worked on like 6 weeks ago and haven't finished. I was making a hat, so I haven't really finished that one yet. And here's some more blue, or that blue. It's not the same as that other I showed you. It doesn't have all the gray in it. It's got like a darker blue, a lighter blue, and an even lighter blue in it. I don't even remember the name of it. I don't have the labels on them anymore. I kind of keep the labels separate, and then sometimes I throw them away Just depends on how long I want to keep the label or keep track of what kind I need, if I need more. Here's some black. I have 2 skeins of this. I have black that I got from Hobby Lobby, and then I had some black Red Heart that I got at Walmart the other day. You can never have too much black or blue or gray or white because it goes with everything, and you might just need a little splash of something to make your project look better rather than just one solid color. So, you know, you can have 2 or 3 colors, 4 colors, and as you practice, you know, you get really good at this stuff, and you just come up with your own patterns and you come up with your own designs, and you don't have to feel like you're copying anybody or anything. All you create is your own, and I like that. Did I show the brown? I don't think I showed the brown. It's all hot in here. Yeah, this one, is this the brown I showed? Yeah, that's the coffee. Sorry about that. This one is really cool, and the strange thing about it is my mother had a shawl that her mother made years ago. I believe she crocheted it. Sorry, it's upside down. And it had almost these exact same colors in it, except I think when my grandmother made the shawl, they were all separate colors. I'm pretty sure. But it is so weird to look at these, because when my mother didn't really want to use the shawl anymore, she let me use it when I was a little kid, like when I'd go to little places, special occasions. So it's like going back in time looking at this. Oh, let's look down at the bottom here. This is kind of a navy blue. Yeah, this is exactly what this is. This is a navy blue color. A light might shine on it, make it look a little bit brighter, but it's actually pretty dark. And I got it at Michael's Craft Smart. I have some of this crochet thread, but I really don't know what to do with it yet. I don't know how to use it. I don't know why they call it just crochet thread, because like you can use yarn or anything and crochet it if you have a thick enough hook, big enough hook too. I don't know what I'm going to use for that yet. Maybe I'll use it to sew something like a button. That's something I haven't gotten into yet. I don't have a lot of embellishments like buttons and stuff to put on hats. I'm still working on that department. As of December, that's when I started loom knitting, and so I'm pretty much still a beginner in the process, and I'm like still learning all this stuff. I have some leftover of this really cool yarn. I made a scarf for one of my friends, and I still have a little bit left. And I don't like to make scarves really, really long for people unless they ask me to. I usually make them only about 4 feet long, just to kind of tie around. So, oh yeah, I have some leftover yellow down in there. It is tangled, as horrible as some of the yarn can get. It does get tangled, and it's frustrating. So I'm going to have to go through and try to untangle. And that's just kind of I think this was called Dandelion. This is actually color of that. So let me see. In this chest, I think I showed you just about everything. I'm going to just kind of, let's see. I'm going to focus down in there and you can see the thread. Yeah, you can see the threads and everything, and I'll just kind of turn it like that. That's my chest of goodies so far. And I've got some more stuff to show you. That's not the end of it. So hold on a second, because my battery is showing me that it's about to die, and I'm going to have to put more batteries in here. That's when you don't get the lithium batteries. You run out of battery power. Be back. Okay, unfortunately I had to switch to another camera because I don't actually have a camcorder. Then here's another bag of stuff I'm going to show you. Man, oh man, okay. So there's some more red, some more bright red. That's more of I think the Red Heart brand, not the Super Saver. Let me stick that over there in the chest. And some of these are projects I've made. Here's a cap. If my voice sounds slurred or lispy in this video, it's because this camera does not record very well, and so it makes everybody sound real like... Okay, so made a zebra print type hat with this one, and sort of messed up in the back though, because when I did the knot to join some new yarn, it's like left a hole. I'm kind of disappointed in that, but I'm not disappointed in the design. It's pretty cool. If you get it on here, it's a little bit easier to see. Okay, so there's some more zebra. I think the theme is called zebra print or zebra material, because you have your black and your white. So there's my chest again. It seems to be a little brighter. Down in here are some more hats. There's one. I used purple brim and kind of a, I forgot what kind of blue that is. But I have it on one of the skeins over there. And then here is a kind of a medium red hat with a black brim. So I've got pretty much that stuff in there. I think I've got some hats and stuff in here too. Yeah. Well, a really bad epic fail was this hat here. I messed up on it. Well, I was doing the purl stitch on it on the loom, and I had to take it off prematurely because I needed the hat loom for something else really important, to make one for my niece. And then I put it back on. I think I tried to put it back on, but it was really too hard. So I just went ahead and cast it off, and it came out too small, so it was like for a little kid would have to wear it, but it's still kind of messed up. And there's some other stuff in there. I think a hat, a couple hats. Okay, well, down in there is like a lot of labels from the yarn, and then I have, oh, I need to put these with my other stuff. I've made a couple of washcloths with some of these. I've got also this in a green and a blue, kind of a grass green, a little darker than grass green, and a navy blue, and it has some other colors too as well. Put all the labels down there, and some leftovers, stuff like that. Let me see what I can do about opening up this little thing right here. I have 6 skeins of this Super Heart, or Heart Super Red Heart Super Saver, and it is called Earth and Sky. I had planned to make like a throw or a wraparound to keep warm, and I haven't started on it yet, but I've only had this stuff a couple of weeks. I have 6 of those. And then I had some yarn in there. It's kind of a jade color, jade green. I made my mom a hat and a scarf a few weeks ago. And I have some of this. I'm actually currently working on a project with some of this. On the other. And it's the Quick Knit Thick Super Bulky. Let's see. Can't focus in here on this. It doesn't want to focus. But it is a number 6 Super Bulky, and Lion Brand, did I say it was? Yeah. Lion Brand, Hometown USA. And it's got that cream with the little dots in it too. And I am currently working on a hat over there on the loom with this stuff. Anything else down in there? No. That's marbles. Glass marbles. I have here some. This is a very thin, lightweight, or thin yarn. And I don't know exactly how I'm going to use it, because the looms are a very large gauge, and usually, like, the smaller the thread, the smaller gauge you need. You know, it just makes sense. But I've seen hats that people get at the store that are store-bought that are actually made with this smaller thread, and I like it. But I don't know how I can get it that small, where it won't be holy, with like holes in it and spaces. And that's left over from that hat I made. It's got all kinds of color. It's number 5 bulky. That's super bulky. That's some more from a scarf I made for a friend. She had back surgery and stuff, and I made her a scarf. Oh, and here's some stuff that I've only used just a little bit of it. I haven't used a lot. I like to use 2 threads at one time, and I can't seem to find the second thread in here to use 2 strands. And I use it to play around with and experiment, make different things like that, and practice. I got some in here. That's really pretty, you know. It is more, I think it's got nylon in it. I tried making a real thin scarf, like right here, but I kind of messed up on it, doing some stuff, so I'm going to unravel it, recycle it, and try to make something else. I don't even remember what that was called. And then got some more thick and super bulky. This has a label on it. Oh, let's see. It's wool ease thick and quick. Yeah, and that's what the cream colored is. I've got some of that. That's left over from a hat I made myself. I had a couple of those. Some of that in the bottom is just left over from the 6 skeins of the other, so I can make a throw. Okay, so the other day I went to Walmart, found some more yellow. I couldn't find actual yellow. It's just called Lemon Red Heart Super Saver. And it is, I can use it for anything, but I can also use it for making baby hats or something. Because in here I've got, this is called the Burnett Baby, Softy Baby, and it's number 2. It's real fine and soft. And I've got the green and the blue, and I got kind of an off-white. This is not white. It is it's called Aran. I don't know why it's called Aran. I think another one is called Aran. I don't only have this spot. Okay. So I've got all that right here, as you can see, and some in there, and my chest over there. And so over here is some of my looms. Excuse me. And I've had bad experience with certain brands of looms. I don't like the ones that have the hooks in them because the material gets caught, and then you have to really struggle to pull it over. But with the other brands that don't have those, they just have a knob on top. Those work just fine. I actually broke a couple of pegs on one the other day, and I got really mad, so I ordered another one, but it was too big. But that's okay, I can still use it. I like the loops and threads. These are more sturdy than the Yarnology. This is from the brand Yarnology. I don't know why they call it that, which I had it gotten at Hobby Lobby. And so this is from Loops and Threads, and I ordered it through Michael's and got it through the mail yesterday. And you can tell by the way the plastic is made and the way it feels. You just know that it's strong and it's not going to snap off really easily. But with the Yarnology, you can tell by the way they're made that if you hit them just right or drop it, it might crack or crack your pegs. And you'd have to drill it to get the whole thing out because they're glued down, believe me. So, oh, and I love these looms. Falling around. I love these looms, the ones out that I'm using right now. There's a green one for the hat. I also got these at Hobby Lobby, and I love them. I really love them. I love the color and the way they're made. They're also very sturdy, and it seems like the plastic doesn't want to give away or break real easily. Anyway, these were for $14.99 at Hobby Lobby, and man, I love looking at looms and everything, you know, and supplies. So I'm going to show you some other stuff. Okay, so current projects. I'm working on 3 projects at once. That's like, who doesn't, you know? There's that Thick and Quick, the other color. I'm making a hat that's like, I don't know, 2/3 finished maybe. And I really enjoy making stuff with the thicker seams. Does seem to be faster and easier. This really cool scarf is being made. It's being made with I think it's Heartland. The blue is called Olympia, and that rusty color one is called Yosemite. And it's really seems to be really nice and really cool. I think somebody will like it. Kind of reminds you of the difference between the battle between fire and water when you think about it. You know, just imagine that, you know, like really hot coal or something, and then water going through it. So there's the skeins down there for those. And there's more of my cotton. Yeah, for my washcloths. I got the yellow and that green color. It's actually darker than it looks on the camera. It's richer and everything. And it looks pale here, but it's not really pale at all. It's really more of a green, like it's darker sage green. Darker than this. Now I know I have another project around here somewhere. And it's currently over here. Let me go get it. Okay, so here's my white. And this is kind of a red, but it's a darker red. And I'm making kind of a candy cane type of design hat. I just started on it the other day. I haven't really started finishing it. So there's the rim, and then the rest is going to be the white and the red, so that it will be like a candy cane. And there's some more of my colors. This is more of a blue with a little green in it or something. And this has got more green in it. It's different than this one. It's actually, I think this one was the jade. I don't remember what this one is. And I have my crochet set around here somewhere. I don't know where it is. I have to look for it. Okay, so I found my crochet set, and I haven't really used it very much. I've used a couple of the hooks on me practicing, and sometimes I use it when I have to cast off my project on my loom. If I can get it unzipped totally, then I'll be able to show it. They almost look like surgical things. Okay, so right here you have the tiniest, I mean, some of these are the tiniest little things you ever saw. Hooks. And I wonder how I could ever get good at something like that. Making something very tedious and tiny, hooking around with these. And over here is your average sized. I think this is the 5mm, which is the basic to use on number 4 yarns. I use that one a lot to cast off. And anyway, if I get to learn how to use these, then I'll show any projects I've made with these. But I don't know, so far it's really overwhelming to try to just learn something like this when I've got the looms to help me. So I pretty much don't want to really work with crochet right now, totally, you know. So that is pretty much all I can tell you right now. You can see all this stuff. There's my dog. And anyway, I'll be overwhelmed with projects all year, even in the summer. I mean, I don't care how hot it is. I'll just make something, and then maybe later on someone will want something, and I will give it to them. I pretty much like to donate stuff, but if the people put in special requests, I would suggest if they would donate, because it costs a lot of money to buy a lot of yarn if you buy a bunch of it, and just $5 helps a lot. I can go out and buy 1 or 2 more skeins and start a new project. Well, I guess that's it for now, and that was my stash of yarn and my projects.